because I genuinely believe that this guy could in fact be the successor to Kim were that to be a situation we found ourselves in. That's how much I rate this guy overall. And welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Bolton. If you've enjoyed it, of course, drop a like. That'd be fantastic. Thought we'd start today on the page of Untitled just to see how the man is getting on over at Utrecht now, which is where he's disappeared off to. That and I didn't want to show you any of our players because I couldn't spoil stuff from what's happened in today's off-camera segment, because it's been a long-ass one, because we're doing a single live con today against, actually, just side note, it's against Chelsea, actually, because a game got rearranged, and it meant that their game got pumped back to behind the United game, so we ended up playing Chelsea anyway in the end, which was nice serendipity, I suppose, but yeah. So Demonushkov, I mean, after he left us, we know that he obviously went off to Lens, started off pretty strongly, started to fade, and eventually he moved to Utrecht for 4.8 million. Incredible that Lens actually made a profit on that deal, but I suppose it's partly because of how little it really cost them. A big Serbian striker. This does not make sense. I'm desperately hoping he's retrained as a centre-back to keep up our love for the big Serbian defenders. Well, we do have Nezev, to be fair, so he's covering the Serbian centre-back quota, so to speak, but Petrovic has joined us, and I will show you him in a minute, because he's really had a little chance to get the team right now, because he got injured in his first game, and then came back and got injured immediately in training, so he's really had very little time to get into the squad at the moment, which is annoying, and I hope it doesn't turn to another one of those. If Candela is the Chuckle brother, then his passing attribute must be 20, and his player trait is playing 1-2s. To me, to you, to me, to you. Yeah, except most of the time he's going his knee into the back of the other player's leg, to me, to you, to the penalty spot. Yeah, Villarreal definitely sent you his twin, John Candle. He's just not as good, but their cousin, John Wick, is a total badass. This is true. Could we have him with 130 aggression? Just don't touch his dog. Those clauses always make me chuckle. Me, I'll offer you a pittance in wages, but if you make one international appearance, you'll be earning this massive amount. Player, oh boy, I'm going to make that international appearance, aren't I? Me, shifty eyes. Yes. Yeah, except for once, Bobson actually did it. He did the thing. And hey, that's the risk you run. But I feel like we've saved enough money over the years from doing those kind of clauses that, honestly, it's fine. Huge chunk of games off camera with a lot of explanation needed in some of them before our game today against not Manchester United, Chelsea. Get there in the end, Matt. Also, as a quick side note, there isn't going to be an episode of Bolton tomorrow. It's my birthday. It's Em's birthday as well. And I simply haven't been able to catch up, sadly. So, it's not my birthday today, it's my birthday on Sunday, but that's still sort of irrelevant, and I didn't want to have to work then, basically, because, you know, sometimes you just need a day off. So, videos will resume on Monday, do not worry. But I did want to still apologise for that, because I do try to keep to this daily upload schedule, but I feel like with the next series after Bolton, things may have to move to 6 standard episodes a week, because I feel like I can put way more effort into them and make better content that way, quite simply. So first up on the chopping block was at home to Wolves. Frustrating one, this. Look at this ball from Geraldo, though. Cuts about 4 people out the game, slots home by Kim, and it was 1-0 on 38 minutes. And then, well, you know what happened. Hey, look, it's one of these. More on that in a minute. I mean, Noah Solskjaer gives Wolves the equaliser. It is what it is. I think we were comfortably the better side on the night. They had So, at that point, I'd literally had enough of conceding those. So I thought I'd have a little deep dive and sort of have a look at the ways you can potentially prevent that. As far as I can see, there is no instruction. You can set players to be on the edge of your penalty area for free kicks to try to block that. And I looked in the tactic and they were already there. They just don't actually do it. So yeah, no way I can figure out of actually preventing those particular situations, but I thought, you know what, if you can't beat them, join them. If we're going to concede those goals, we're damn right going to score them too. Except I don't know how to make that work. I've been racking my brains over this entire period, trying to figure out how to get our players to do the things that they're doing. I've tried putting a player lurking on the edge of the area or attacking the ball from the edge of the area like that, and then having the free kick takers take them short, except they don't do it. Quite simply, they just don't do it. Not a single highlight from a free kick that I've seen has had that setup, even though I've actually implemented it on all of our free kick setups. So, and I've messed around with it. I honestly don't know how to make it work. Either, when you set them to come short, they just are implying that there should be a player right next to them to pass the ball to, and therefore, because there isn't, they just lump it into the penalty area like normal, or there isn't a player in the position I've told them to be in anyway. So, yeah, I don't know what to do about that, sadly, and it's just a frustrating factor. But next up, we were at home against Arsenal. Geraldo's ball in, Kyle Wilson with the header. Arsenal are not a bad side this year, so for us to get a 1-0 victory in this game, I think a deserved 1-0 victory, was very, very good. I just wish we'd managed to get it against Wolves, quite simply. Strong performance from all the lads, really liked it. Kang, sadly, tore his titty muscle, so he was missing for 5 weeks because of that. And during the same time as this, Chelsea won, who was it they beat? Brighton, 8-1. 8-1! They had an XG of 1.2. 1.2, and they've won 8-1. I was like, sure, that's the kind of clinicalness we need. Next up, we went away to Burnley, and it was not a strong performance. It was our weakest one for a little while. Burnley took a lead with this absolute thunderbolt from Galeno. Just, I mean, what are you supposed to do about that? 1-0 to Burnley after 35 minutes. But with 15 minutes to go, we did the thing. Colombo out the right-hand side here. Eventually, Stars gets it, plays a gorgeous little ball in behind for Chukwudi Bala, who does what he does. 77 minutes, scores to grab us the equaliser. We then won a penalty in the 92nd minute, which Bala dispatched to make it 2-1 and give us a crucial victory. And I mean, I think we were just about edging it, and the penalty definitely makes us look better than we were in this game. But for Bala to grab a brace to seal the win here, very important. Next up, though, I rotated the team in the FA Cup against Manchester United. We kind of had to, because the fixtures were coming so thick and fast, and we just had to focus on the league as it was, sadly. And eventually we ended up going down 3-0. Pretty comfortable stuff. A bit unfortunate with the way the defender and the goalkeeper get in each other's way there to make it 2-0 with BOGDAN, but it is what it is, and they were 3-0 up inside 36 minutes. It could have got a lot worse after this, to be honest. I think we really did tighten up beyond that. Just terrible defending yet again to allow Manchester United in there for the third goal of the game. And that was all she wrote. They deserved the win, fairly comfortable, bam. But then we began to turn a corner against a relatively, weak Birmingham City side. Great ball over the top from Bala, Kim doing Kim things, little dink over the goalkeeper, the audacity of the man. 1-0 after 35 minutes, could have been plenty more by this point, but we were still doing our thing. Then in the 91st minute, Geraldo's ball in, Leo Hernandez off the bench to make it 2-0. Relatively comfortable in the end, a thoroughly deserved victory. 2-0's probably about right. Most of these home games, and most of these games in general, we're barely conceding any XG against us. It's really, really good defensively. One of our problems has just been making sure that we take our chances, and we've just about been doing that lately. As in the next game, we hosted Watford, 6th place Watford, so a good Watford side. And what about this for a strike? Stars drops the ball off, Hung rattles one into the bottom corner. Bolton 1, Watford 0. But then we gave away another one of those penalties. As in the ones where the player just walks past and takes the ball and it's given as a foul. Frustrating, but what I would say is that it was a pretty even game even before the penalty went in, so a draw's probably a fair result, but frustrating as I think we defended quite well otherwise. But then next up against Leeds, it was some good stuff for once. Bala driving the ball out the pitch here. Lovely little pass inside to find Kim. Great first touch, and he just slots this home in classic Kimmy style to make it 1-0 to Bolton. Leeds then got a red card almost immediately after that, but, I mean, we actually, you notice, look, we had a guy on the guy this time. Unfortunately, this time it falls back to the taker again, and they never tracked the runner properly, so it was 1-1 this time. But we did at least defend it initially, but then look at this from Kim. Gets hacked here, goes past the next guy, great work from him, and then eventually he just looks up, spots Geraldo, and it's a wonderful strike from Geraldo to make it 2-1 to Bolton on the night. Very, very important. We then won one of those ridiculous penalties of our own, which was nice, I suppose, except it wasn't really, because it just wasn't a penalty as it goes. But then in the 92nd minute, after Leeds had also been given a penalty that wasn't a penalty, they missed it though, as Farmer slams us 4-1 up on the night. So yeah, that was 3 penalties that for me were just completely normal tackles in the last 2 games, all of which were given. 2 against us, 1 for us, but one of the ones against us was missed, so I guess swings and roundabouts, but a really strong performance on the night in the end. Enjoyed that game a lot. So, a note on this game. This was the second time I'd had to play this game because we got a lovely crash dump, which was terrific. We did win the first game anyway. It was 1-0 with a Kyle Wilson header. But yeah, frustration stations. Because after the game, I decided to go into the match analysis screen in the normal thing to try to have a look at the free kicks we were taking, to try to just see if there was anything I was missing when I was trying to sort out this free kick situation. And then when I tried to go into the match analysis thing, it did the generating match report, and then it just hung for like 5 minutes. And I couldn't get out of it. So, yeah, frustrating. Luckily, I'd saved the game after the Leeds match, so it wasn't the end of the world, but we did lose a match. That wasn't the most frustrating thing, though, because at the end of the day, we won the game anyway. We went behind early doors here, and I was a bit concerned, because if we'd have lost this game, having won the original one, I'd have been very, very annoyed. But we did manage to turn it around and got ourselves a 2-1. The problem was, Man United, when we were playing the first one, took a 2-2 draw at home against Birmingham City, and I was ecstatic. Tim Stars grabbing us a lovely equaliser here. However, in the new version of it, they won 6-0. So that was quite frustrating, as it was a chance for us to maybe make some ground up towards the top of the league, but it is what it is. Christensen's header eventually gave us the win in the 82nd minute off of a Manny Farmer cross. Relatively strong performance from Bolton in this game. I don't think we deserved anything other than the win on the night again. But yeah, the fact that other things going wear out didn't go our way is a bit annoying, but I guess it would have been much, much worse had we not won the rearranged fixture, so to speak. So that's the first crash time I've had during the save for a very long time. It might even be the first one ever. I had one on stream once, but that's about it. So yeah, be careful when loading match analysis, is all I can say. And then lastly, we went away to Manchester United. Christensen's ball in. Wilson with another brilliant header gave us a 1-0 lead after 5 minutes. And we were 1-0 up at half-time, cruising, genuinely playing extremely well. And then the second half happened. We basically gave them 2 goals. Look at this pass from Bobson. And then they scored directly from it to make it 1-1. Frustrating as we were doing just fine, but after that, it just kind of went off the rails for us. This was just an excellent piece of play from Manchester United on 68 minutes. Martinez gets the ball here. Lovely little 1-2 with Greenwood and stuff. Nicks it through. Lovely little finish to make it 2-1 to Manchester United. And then we thought, you know what? We've given them 1 goal today. Wouldn't it be fun if we gave them another one? This is basically, the pass was played across here by a player with like 18 passing or something. Just goes straight to Ansu Fati, who then runs all the way through. I mean, tackles flying in left and right, slips it across, and it was 3-1 to Manchester United. I was livid because we were playing so well up until basically the 50th minute. We did grab a goal back late on here. Kim with some lovely football here. Kang eventually playing in midfield, gets it to even off. Lovely ball across. Kim's on the end of it, 3-2, but it wasn't enough. I don't think we actually deserved to win the match on the night by any means. But like the half-time was like here, and all of a sudden it was just, they were on it, and there was nothing. It was like, I don't know, there was a hole in our boat and we were sinking, but we didn't have to give them both of their goals, did we? But yeah, 2-1 defeat to Manchester United. Sorry, not 2-1. 3-2 defeat to Manchester United. A frustrating one, but it is what it is. We'd been on a really good run of matches, even with some frustrating results in there. God, that felt like it was a very long run of matches. So with that, we slipped down to 3rd in the league and are now 6 points off the top. I was so happy after the original Norwich game because we were 2 points clear of them, but they had a game in hand, and it was all looking very, very rosy indeed. But my God, yeah, Birmingham had a player sent off really early in the rearranged version of it, essentially, and they won 6-0. So frustrating, but at the end of the day, we are still 8 points clear into the Champions League spots, on for a good season as it is right now, well over 2 points a game. I still don't think we're out of the title race, but losing to Manchester United like that is one of those things that could really doom you. And I feel like if we were to lose at home to Chelsea today, that would probably be the final nail in our title charge this year. This is Bogdan Petrovic, currently on an injury, as you can see, because that's what he's been since he joined us. He started a game, played half an hour and was injured, and has basically been out ever since then. But I mean, he's undeniably brilliant, because I genuinely believe that this guy could in fact be the successor to Kim, were that to be a situation we found ourselves in. That's how much I rate this guy overall. We got our Champions League draw. Oh, it's Barcelona. We're playing Barcelona in the next round. That's going to be in Monday's video. I don't think we have a lot of hope there, but you never know. You actually never know what we're capable of in these tournaments, you know? Chelsea at home today. Rotations are definitely on the cards here. That's not one of the rotations I'm thinking of, though. Kim is definitely not coming out today. What on earth? Why would we do that? So Bobson and Geraldo, Barla, Christensen, Murray. That back line, though, definitely seems a bit off to me. Oh, of course, because Kyle Wilson can't play because he is a Chelsea player. But everybody else, though, I think I'm okay with. But that means we've got an extra spot on the bench. Some players have returned from loan as well, which is why we've got a few extra players. Manny Farmer's complaining because I wouldn't give him a new contract. He's got 4 years left on his contract. Like, shut up, Manny. Just literally pipe down. Get good, mate. But today, we're going to go with the standard one. However, I'm thinking for next match only today, since we've got Christensen in the team, I'm going to go for the mixed crosses thing again. I like that with him in the team. Like, man's got 8 goals this season and is providing assists as well. I don't know how many he's actually up to now. 8 goals and 7 assists this season in 22 matches. Like 15 goal contributions in 22 is extremely good. So let's go out there and do this. This is big. That win against Everton was extremely cathartic. A win against Chelsea here would be absolutely sensational. But we are going to need the likes of Kim and Barla to really be on it tonight. And thankfully, they've actually got a nice little relationship and a good link now. I'm a bit concerned about the back three, though. That's a worry for me. Kim. Oh, it's been immediately fouled. Oh, is it an early yellow? It is an early yellow. Inside 20 seconds, Tadimo's been booked. The decision-making's been a bit weird lately, too. Something else I've noticed is just the sheer amount of penalties being given lately is insane. Now, it might just be completely apocryphal based on this save as Christensen gives us the lead. Great ball in. 9th goal of the year. I don't even care anymore. Bobson with an unbelievable delivery. Someone said that the quality of his crossing might be why he does so well in this team. I've looked. He has 8 crossing. So I don't know why he's so good at picking those passes out. Maybe it's because it's more of a pass than a cross. But for whatever reason, that is a glorious ball in the end of this, I think. Just looks up, sees Christensen make that run, and he's just rising highest again. He's taller than the fullback, and it makes a huge difference. Bolton 1, Chelsea 0. Come on! But yeah, on the topic of the penalties, I've just noticed a lot of them since the last update, and it might just be completely coincidental. But has anyone else noticed that? That's my main question, actually. Has anyone else noticed it? Because it probably is just, there's been a spell of penalties lately because of whatever reason, and it just looks like that. But man, we've not been that good today. But we put one good ball in for Christensen. Hello, Barla's in again! Side netting, better. Those are the chances we need to find. For second half, I'm going to have us run at defence, but I'm also going to up that tempo a tiny little bit. Because one of the issues that the game has actually highlighted, interestingly, about us in good situations is that we have an enormous amount of touches in our opposition boxes without fashioning many chances from it. I think it was like over 5 games, we had 159 touches in an opponent's penalty area and weren't creating enough from it. And I do wonder if just moving that tempo up slightly higher could just allow us to move the ball a bit quicker. We might give it, we may fluff a few opportunities doing that, but potentially it might be what's required to just... What a save. We led at halftime against United as well, remember? That's the thing. And in the second half, they grew into that match. Good interception by Hung, but... Oh, hello, here we go. Kim, he's got to find the right pass. Oh, he spun his man so damn well. He's got Barla, and I think this is just going to get blocked. Or he... Squares it to Barla! Yes! It's a goal. Bolton 2, Chelsea 0. Chukwudi Barla's 9th goal of the season. The man has been a goal machine this season. Kim with the assist. That is such good awareness. His acceleration, just to spin past the Chelsea defender there, I thought the chance had gone, but he actually looks up, finds the shot, and I thought Barla delayed this so long. I mean, it actually deflects in off of the Chelsea defender, but it's going in the net anyway. It's 2-0 to Bolton. Come on! Christensen, now we need to be looking for that pass to find Kim, but he's going to have a little run himself. He's been fouled by David there. I don't think that... What? No, sorry. 2-footed. There wasn't 2 feet. I didn't see him use 2 feet. He just slides in. It's a foul at best. I wouldn't have even put that down as a yellow. To be honest, it just looks like a foul. Mason Mount. Although I'm hoping Chelsea don't get the old 10-man situation now, where all of a sudden when a team goes down to 10 men, they suddenly become like Barcelona. Oh, good. Well, there's the goal. Oh, now they're going to play like they've got 12 men. They've immediately scored. This is the same thing that happened in the Leeds game. The moment Leeds went down to 10 men, they scored. And Chelsea have done the exact same thing here. It's a great ball in. Great little run from Yago. We're all over the place now. I don't know where the defenders were for that. Right, intercepted here. Bobson. He's got support. Might go alone himself. He's got men back inside. He has to look for someone else here. Oh, he's been fouled. Is that going to actually be a penalty? Right, we should be back there. Apologies for that. I'm not used to recording over half an hour in one... Yes, okay, we've got it. Right, huge chance for us now to put this game hopefully to bed with a Kim penalty. Come on, Kimmy. He's pretty good from the spot, but, he has looked a little bit jaded from the spot recently. He has to score this here, and he does, and it's 3-1 Bolton. Come on. Oh, he could have maybe... Oh, there's the run. There's the run for Stars. It's 4. Tim Stars makes it Bolton 4, Chelsea 1. And this is the weird thing. This is following the exact same pattern as the Leeds game, where they get a red card, immediately score, but then after that, we actually do start to look quite good. And now it is Bolton 4, Chelsea 1, and this is an extremely good result for us. Lovely ball around the side from Hussein. At first, I thought he wasn't going to play it. It's just a glorious finish from... I mean, the keeper's on his arse there. 4-1. Wow. Oh, I'm like angry happy. I don't know why. You know exactly what I mean when you're watching football sometimes. Angry happy. That's what I am right now. 4-1. The game has just advised me to take off Martin Silva. I mean, fair one, assistant. That is insane. My assistant has just advised me to... Yeah, let's just try it, shall we? Let's take off a Chelsea player. Is that a thing I can do? Didn't know I had that kind of power. Wow, that's impressive. Kang's coming along. Does that mean that Chelsea are down to 9 men now? This is looking like it's going to be it. It's going to be Bolton Wanderers 4, Chelsea 1. That might be one of our biggest wins over one of the big sides in the Premier League since we started this save. Bolton 4, Chelsea 1. Great win from the lads. I think we deserved the win on the night, definitely. But obviously the red card had a big impact, and I don't believe it was a red card, but we did the trick on the night in the end and got the result. 4 different goal scorers, extremely pleased with that, as that now puts us with the draw that Man United suffered at Burnley, only 4 points off the top, and we now go 3 clear of Chelsea, albeit game in hand, but most importantly 7 clear of Manchester City now. But I don't think our run-in's that bad, but that's not the point right now. We've got a nice little break next before we play against Barcelona in the Champions League. If we can play like we did against Chelsea there somewhat against Barca, you just never know what we're capable of. That is going to be amazing. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like. I'm sorry it's been very unorthodox. That'd be awesome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Stream on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so go follow that as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Barcelona in the Champions League. Nice and easy, right? No, not at all. Thank you so much for watching. All you gun, Capybara. Bye-bye.